Welcome to Migration World. From this channel you will know the ways to immigrate to US and all the current immigration news. So, make sure you subscribe to our channel for all new upcoming videos. Today we will know how to get into Harvard. Attending Harvard University is a dream shared by thousands of students in the US and across the world. As one of the most elite universities, Harvard's admissions process is notoriously competitive and difficult. While it is hard to get admitted to this famous Ivy League school, it is possible with some hard and dedicated work. If you want to go to college at Harvard, you must start preparing early while recognizing that the chances of admission are small. Graduates of Harvard are recognized as being among the top scholars and thinkers in the world, and many have gone on to achieve greatness in both their lives and the world at large. What is the acceptance rate at Harvard? Harvard is extremely selective. For the class of 2026, Harvard received 61,221 applications and offered admission to 1,984. This means that for the class of 2023, the admissions rate was just 3.2%, making Harvard one of the most selective universities in the US. For every 100 people who apply, just over 3 are admitted. Harvard boasts a graduation rate that averages 98%. The highly selective nature of the school means that you will need to stand out with your grades and scores to make it past the first round. You will then need to impress the admissions officers with the remainder of your application, your letters of recommendation, your essay, your extracurriculars, athletics, and interview. What SAT or ACT scores do I need to get into Harvard? According to the College Board, Harvard did not provide information about the SAT scores of admitted freshmen in the 2026 class. However, for the Harvard class of 2025, the average SAT score was 1494. SAT scores varied based on socioeconomic background, athlete status, and legacy status. For non-athletes, the average SAT score was 1501 versus 1397 for athletes. Admitted legacy students had average SAT scores of 1523 versus 1491 for admitted students without legacies. Finally, students from households with annual incomes of $40,000 or less had average SAT scores of 1443 versus 1520 for admitted students with household incomes of $500,000 or more. For the 2026 class, Harvard does report that freshmen who reported ACT scores received the following at the 25th and 75th percentiles. 1. ACT 25th percentile score 34. 2. ACT 75th percentile score 36. Since the maximum score on the ACT is 36, this demonstrates that you must have a phenomenal score to make your application more competitive. While the school did not report the SAT scores for its current freshman class, you can assume that they were similarly as high as the corresponding ACT scores. You should also take some time to figure out which test to take. It is a good idea for you to take a pretest of both the ACT and the SAT to see on which test you score better. Some students do better on one test over the other, while others do not show much difference between the two tests. If you take practice tests in both and see that you score much better on one, concentrate on preparing for that test as part of your preparations for gaining admission to Harvard. Like other aspects of applying to Harvard, starting early with your test preparation is a good idea. You can and should take the PSAT in your sophomore year. This test can give you an idea of how the SAT works. Harvard also uses PSAT scores to identify promising students from across the US to invite to apply. When you take the PSAT in your junior year, you will be in the running to be named as a National Merit Scholar. Being named as a National Merit Scholar also provides you with a scholarship that you can use to defray the costs of higher education at Harvard. What GPA do I need to get into Harvard? To be considered for admission to Harvard, you must earn top grades in high school. According to college data, 76% of the admitted freshmen in the class of 2026 had a GPA of 4.0 or above, and 18% had GPAs from 3.78 to 3.99. Among those who were admitted, 94% were in the top 10% of their high school classes. This demonstrates that you need to strive to graduate in the top 5% of your class. It is even better if you can graduate at the top of your class. Throughout high school, check your class rank and be prepared to put in the hard work it takes to earn top marks. The quality of the classes that you take is also important. If you earn straight A's in easy classes in high school, that will not impress the admissions officers at Harvard. They will want to see that you have earned as in difficult courses. What classes should I take in high school to get into Harvard? Harvard states that there isn't a single path of academics that all applicants are expected to follow in high school. However, the school says that the strongest applicants take the most difficult courses that their schools have to offer. Harvard recommends that students should complete the following secondary coursework. 1. 4 years of English with a strong writing component. 2. 4 years of mathematics. 3. 4 years of science, including biology, chemistry, physics, and an advanced course. 4. 3 years of history, including European and U.S. history. 5. 4 years of the same foreign language. If your school does not offer some of the subjects on this list, there is no reason to be concerned. Harvard wants you to take the most challenging courses that are available at your school but does not count off if your school does not offer additional courses. For example, if your school only offers 2 years of French, and you take French I and II, that should suffice. Similarly, if your high school does not offer an advanced course in biology, chemistry, or physics, take what you can and do your best. You can also take supplemental courses at your local community college or university to make up for what your school might lack. Does Harvard accept AP credit? Harvard does not grant credit for college coursework that you have completed before you matriculate at the school. In other words, if you have credit from your AP tests, IB exams, or dual credit classes in high school, you will not be granted credit at Harvard. The school also no longer has advanced standing exams, so all students enter the college on equal footing. Prior coursework can help to strengthen your application, however, so you should not refrain from taking classes that lead to college credit in high school. Thank you for watching the video. If the video was helpful, make sure to like, share and subscribe to this channel for the upcoming videos. See you in the next video.